Imagine stepping onto the pitch for the World Cup. The weight of an entire nation on your shoulders, and suddenly the stadium spins so violently you can barely stand.
Yeah, that sounds like an absolute nightmare.
Right. Today's deep dive is all about the hidden realities of elite goalkeeping, specifically exploring the incredible journey of Moroccan star Yassine Bounou. We're going to get into dizzying painkillers, mind games with football legends, and, well, knowing your own worth.
And to really understand how he survives the psychological warfare of the modern game, you actually have to start in the concrete streets of Casablanca.
Even though he was originally born in Canada, right?
Exactly, yeah. He grew up playing street football in Morocco, and that environment builds a very specific survival instinct. It's what the Spanish call picardia.
Picardia, like a mix of intuition and trickery.
Yeah, perfectly said. It's that street smart edge that became his main weapon in Europe against, the deadliest strikers on earth.
Right, because, fans always focus on Messi's footwork. But for a keeper, the real terror is that his body language offers zero telegraphing.
He just breaks every heuristic you learn in the academy.
But then I was thinking about Cristiano Ronaldo. Is playing against Ronaldo like dealing with a dormant volcano? He might seem completely quiet for 80 minutes, barely touching the ball, and then suddenly erupts and scores 2 goals when you least expect it.
That is a great analogy. He's never really doing nothing. He's just waiting.
Giving you absolutely zero data.
Right, which completely drains your cognitive load. I mean, you can't read a rhythm that isn't there.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So you're constantly braced for an explosion that could happen at literally any second. It's pure psychological terror.
And that mental drain hit a severe physical breaking point at the 2023 World Cup in Qatar. Because in the opening match against Croatia, Bounou suffered this brutal collision with defender Vardiol.
Yeah, he was just battered. So going into their next massive match against Belgium, he takes a painkiller injection just to, get through it.
But right before kickoff, on the pitch, he gets intensely dizzy. Why does that happen in that exact moment?
Well, it's the delayed reality of blunt force trauma colliding with fading adrenaline, plus the painkillers. His nervous system basically just rebelled.
Oh, man.
He made the agonizing yet incredibly responsible choice to step down right there. He prioritized the team over his own ego.
Right. But he recovers in time for the famous penalty shootout against Spain. And here's what blows my mind.
Oh, the shootout, yeah.
He didn't obsess over the Spanish penalty data. He went purely on gut against Sergio Busquets.
Wait, isn't it incredibly risky to just trust your gut in a World Cup knockout stage instead of relying on hard data?
Well, sure, it sounds reckless if you think of intuition as just guessing. But when Bounou stared down Busquets, he wasn't looking at the ball.
He wasn't.
No, he was reading his hips and his eyes. A veteran under that much pressure will subtly shift their weight to sell a fake.
Oh, so that street-honed picardia kicks in. Exactly. His brain processed that biomechanical shift in milliseconds. It's thousands of hours of experience compressed into a split-second feeling.
That is wild. And that deep self-knowledge didn't just apply on the pitch. It actually dictated the biggest transfer decision of his career.
It really did. I mean, after all that success, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich were showing interest.
But they totally stalled. Madrid only wanted a short-term fix for an injury.
Yeah, and Bayern saw him as more of a waiting room option while they sorted out their own internal mess.
Right, so he chose Saudi Arabia's Al Hilal instead, because they showed up with massive, immediate commitment.
Because, elite players don't just need a paycheck, right? They need the psychological safety of being the undisputed number one.
They need a real family atmosphere.
Exactly. And Al Hilal offered that immediate mental reset. It completely revitalized his passion for the game. True professional success isn't just about chasing the biggest logos.
It's about going where you're genuinely valued and wanted.
Definitely. It goes to show that goalkeeping at that elite level is far more about cognitive endurance and physical sacrifice and knowing your value than just, blocking a ball.
Completely. So the next time you face a massive high-pressure moment in your own life, will you over-prepare with spreadsheets and data, or do you have the courage to trust your raw intuition, just like a goalkeeper staring down a penalty kick?